Hey guys, a bit of an update on the Lycus Gourami tank. We've got a pair of Apisto Vegeta Rednecks, male and female. The head standers are doing really well. Got 4 of them now. I've just put a white silica sand in the bottom there for the Apistos. Seem to be fairly happy. They've been in there a week. There's some beautiful colours at the moment. I think if I had a darker substrate, a darker sand, I think the colours would really pop a bit more. I mean, he's the male's a bit more orange than red. But oh, he likes the camera. The colours are coming on. And the female's quite nice too. This tank seems to be doing fairly well. I just put some older cones in there to a couple of leaves to try and sort of mimic their natural flora and sort of drop the pH a bit, soften it up. But I really don't want to put too many tannins into this tank because of the plants. So you need to find that balance. So if I can get it to around the pH to around 6.6, 6.8, I think I'll be fairly happy. Sort of keep the tannins to a minimum. And currently it's around 7. Peppered quarries seem to be still laying eggs, but they only last about 5 minutes. The bloody headstanders are eating those. I didn't think they would, but they are. So these are a spotted headstander. I haven't sexed them yet. I haven't really looked too hard. But I think possibly that one there is a dominant male. They seem threatened by the camera. They can see their own reflection or what that is. So in here we've still got our albino Baisha. He's in there with the fire eel. And the 2 snowball plecos, L201s. Doing fairly well. The fire eel's still a bit shy. I mean, he had a bit of an issue last week where this bugger here tried to eat him. I caught him with fire eel in his mouth. Luckily I caught them in time. I mean, the fire eel and this Baisha here are very similar size. Not a hell of a lot of difference, but obviously whatever can fit in his mouth he'll try. But definitely more of an appetite than the albino. He's just constantly looking for food and just wants to eat non-stop. some of the rainbows. Bulgarian angels, 2 different types. Once those bises grow up and they can go into the 1,000 litre tank, I'll start breeding some of these rainbows. Just need to get the ratios up on the Boesmanis. Need a few more females, and the lacustras. I might just try and breed the splendids in this tank. We'll just see how we go, just experiment. I've come fond of the albino cories. I think in the right substrate, especially in this tank with the dark substrate and the green background with the plants, it's just, they really pop. These are only young ones. There's a good 6 or 7 or 8 of them in here, and they love the current. They really do. I never thought they would, the albinos, but I've got some in my my Xingu River escape tank inside, 200 litre, and they dance around in the current non-stop all day and night, more so than the plecos. Crebensis down here, I think the babies are in the corner here somewhere, and the male's there, so they won't be far away. Some down there, clay pot. They grow fast. So I've got a couple of generations in here. There's plenty of room in this tanker. It's 2.6 meters long, so territories aren't really an issue. There's plenty of fish to do their thing, to hide and whatnot. The male's definitely good at his job, he keeps the others away. This is my blackwater tank. Sort of got it how I want it. All the fish seem to be quite settled in. I think one of the chocolate gouramis possibly carrying babies in her mouth. And this royal red dwarf gourami's builded a bubble nest. There's no female in there, so it's sort of a waste of time, but that's it down there in the corner on the surface of the water. At first I thought it was the sparkling gouramis, but it's not. It's the what's that guy there? I guess it's just they're comfortable there in their environment, and it triggers their natural thing. banded tiger pleco comes out a lot now. He's used to me. Comes out for feeding. That's pretty cool. But pH I've got down to around 6.4, 6.5, and they just love it. Water's soft. Put some older cones in there, a few different types of leaves, and just I've just got Ambrullia floating on top, bit of hydrocotyl growing out of the sphagnum moss there, and the fern. It seems to do the trick. Gives them a bit of cover. Pencils seem to be doing quite well. A lot of them are sort of colouring up. They're predominantly males, and I think it's probably a 50-50 ratio actually. The males are definitely coloured up a lot more than the females. Some nice, quite, well, you can see with that boy there, blue tips on the bottom fins. You can find that gourami. The albinos in the 50 kicking back as they do. There's another red dwarf in here. Seems to be a lot more shyer than the other one. Oh, yeah, he's usually hiding around the back somewhere. Down in there. The old flying fox is getting a bit lazy. He's been overfed. Got a black beard growing there. So stunning fish, these dwarf gouramis. They're a real centerpiece fish. Always seems to be going back to that corner. Blowing more bubbles. That's cool, eh? It's pretty cool. This guy's going to come out of this bowl soon. I'm just waiting for the weather to warm up a bit before he goes out in the pond. It's a little bit cold. So he seems to love it in there and just smashes through the roots and chases the guppies around. He's quite happy. There's actually a lot more room in there than you think. It's just yeah. See if we can get these pistos again. Yeah, he turns the colours on when the camera comes out. They obviously feel threatened. I'm wondering if they can see themselves in the lens.